So a massive opportunity here for 100X to try and put some points on the board and qualify themselves for tomorrow's kick-off tournament. But on the other side, they have got a heck of a difficult task ahead of them, CJ. Game 1 brought to you by Progressive. They've got Gen.G.
Yeah, look, you don't want to be joining Man City and General Mates in the teams that have just decided, you know what, we're only playing one series here in Copenhagen.
And these teams have had a little bit more of a travel to do it.
It's a little further, I'd say, North America to Denmark than some of the European teams. But here we go. Gen.G looks fantastic. They're just playing upset back at home online, taking down NRG 3-0 just to get here.
Just the world champions. It's just Friday or Saturday or Sunday.
Top 8 match, you know, top 12 if you don't mind. And now they're playing an EU team, if you would. As you said, Sai, the CRL champ, but 3 EU players who played upset themselves. They look good. They took down Shopify Rebellion in the Swiss stage, and they've earned themselves a place here live.
Yeah, European CRL players seem to have quite a good legacy over the last few seasons.
They're quite comfortable in North America.
They are. They seem to do. I had something about the facilities, I guess. Those PCs must be really good, as that one is going towards top corner. Simas does get rid of it. Crispy misses the ball. And Justin, after he misses the ball a second time, Crispy's not going to want to try and make that too much of a habit.
It's a bit of like an anti-aging thing as well, looking at speed and relating wave. You seem to go to North America and rejuvenate the careers. So, you know, it's good to see. Fair play to them and fair play to 100X in this position. But looking at the predictions, looking at the chat vote, Shogun, you can see North America trying to show their pride. 85% expecting Gen.G to get the job done here, and they have had the early pressure.
Justin off the wall again. Leaves it, Rise, double tap, trying to go for the set. It's wide open, but the shot's so slow. It's good enough. And it does get over the line.
Gave Crispy a sniff here. The shot from Justin, very safe. Was low boost, had to get around it. Probably got around it too much, but it's enough to get the job done. Fist bumps, well, air fist bumps. They're not exactly reaching each other. Satellite fist bumps, I like that. 1-0 Gen.G.
Crispy off the backboard. Magic Bear is very wide open and he needed the help. Sai with the follow-up. That's off the post. 100X will need to try and make better use of those in the future, although maybe can go for a turn challenge. Simas just looks a little bit uncomfortable. This is the player I want to see get a little bit more on it, though. Crispy's had another interaction where it's not gone well for him.
We saw in the European top 6 yesterday, that first series, there was the excuse with both teams being inexperienced. You don't have that with Gen.G on this side. You're picking up Rise for this situation. You pick up Rise for the LAN experience. You have Justin, a world champ. You've got Magic Bear. He's not a rookie anymore, Shogun. He has played at plenty of these types of events. So no excuses for Gen.G.
Yeah, much more comfortable now as Magic Bear can't get to that ball quite in time. Crispy, reset. Simas is the option. Ooh. Oh, and that bump just pops the ball further away. Magic Bear on the ceiling. Decides to go low. That almost worked for them.
Rise tries to get a 50. Has gone straight to Crispy, who does have boost. And if they can find their first goal on the board, could relieve the pressure here for 100X. Gen.G looking for bumps. You can see Justin getting so aggressive as well. Magic Bear finds a nice 50 himself. Leaves this one for Rise, who's trying to get involved in proceeding. Simas doesn't find the double. Does able to just keep pushing this ball forward. 100X have had a little bit more of the offense in the last couple of minutes. Gen.G seemingly fairly happy with that first goal.
Yeah, Gen.G are not pushing for the outplay at the moment. Happy for some fakes. Happy to take the 50s. Sai, first touch, quite heavy for him. Crispy's off the wall, but that's just too much of a show towards Justin. That's going to drop down nicely, and Crispy had to come and bail his team out. It's been a very stop-start opening game here. Neither team looking overly comfortable. And 100X will want to try and take advantage of this run of form that they have got, because who knows, it might not last much longer. Rise has got the double demo, and Simas recovers off the respawn to get to the ball.
That's huge. He has just pre-flipped around the ball, though. And there's the interception, there's the pop, and there's the goal. Everybody commits from 100X. 3 mistakes on the bounce, 2-0.
It's just not good enough, unfortunately. Magic Bear, what a recovery. Rise did not expect it. He was like, okay, I'll be here. No, I don't need you there, mate. All right, I've got this on target. But for 100X, I feel wasted the last 2.5 minutes. They were looking a lot better, and they've kind of just given it up for nothing.
Or have they? This should be where is everybody?
You are losing by 2.
1v3 with a 50. Surely there's a goal not to be. Minute 10 left. Still need to find that first goal. There's a beautiful pass. Sai wants to commit, but 2 members of Gen.G ready to stop the ball, and Right now, Gen.G just looking more settled. They had chances here, 100x, but they're not really looking to play as aggressive as I'd expect when you're 2 goals down.
And Justin happy to just play to the corner instead. Ceiling reset. There is a goal-scoring chance. So many resets gained. No shots really testing 100x. We've got 50 seconds. Simas infield to the invisible man, and Justin does clear.
Yeah, it would have been great in the chaos mode, perhaps to create a show match later on, 4v4, but there's no 4th man here for 100x on that infield. 30 seconds left. Gen.G keeping the shutout for now. Wouldn't mind a 3rd goal, just to really snowball that confidence right here. 1, 2, 3, off the post. The Bears on form.
Gen.G are really not committing to the outplays at the moment. Just keep taking the 50s, keep faking, keep sending somebody to try and harass the 3rd man. And it is a formula that is working.
Simple rock, and you know, there's a lot of, well, I speak a lot about Scrim Bear, Shogun. This seems like the perfect environment to introduce a land bear to the proceedings. No crowd here in the studio. And right now he's showing just that. Fantastic start here for Gen.G with 15 seconds left. Perhaps a bit of momentum going into game 2 if 100x can get a goal on the board, but it's not looking very likely at all.
Yeah, it's a very, very similar start to the broadcast that we got yesterday. Dominant from one side of the ball. Magic Bear.
Hello.
Oh, we got one more. Oh, crossbar. Saves the blushes of a 4-0.
Justin's having a good time. We're back live, game 2. As the quadruple kickoff. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we like to see. Crispy, Magic Bear whiffs, but recovers. Could have been 1-0.
Yeah, that bot kickoff works some real wonders. Magic Bear just straight behind Crispy, who does not fall for any tricks. An opportunity to try and turn around. Might as well. It is only 1 game in, but 100x are yet to find their 1st goal. Will not. I know Nova won that series yesterday. Will not want to have any more comparisons to them. But the remainder of this game, as Justin does have Magic Bear to aim for if he wants to go that way. Instead, choose the 50, can't quite get to it. Oh, good fake.
I like this.
And just plays the corner, realizes he's going to get dunked.
More aggressive game 2, or start to game 2. From 100x though, have changed things up. Not sure who they spoke to in the intermission. Certainly no coach, no one behind them, but they're playing far more aggressive. They're getting a lot more chances on net. If they can pass it off the backboard, surely Sai is too close, but he pops over 1. 2 members of Gen.G on the backboard. A double fake. Rise still with boost. He can carry it out, but it's not over yet. Reset, 1 more. Double commit, more double commits coming through from Gen.G. This has been a minute of an onslaught attack for 100x.
Yeah, I do not know who's talking to them, but they've got some wise words. Justin over the top, good 50. His teammate Magic Bear just didn't quite see the angle to try and attack. 50 again. Very low boost here from 100x. They've got to play this somewhat cautiously. They have done that, but it does also mean Gen.G can get out a bit easier. And oh my, what a second touch. Get rid of it.
It's felt like it was quite a slow game 1 in terms of the pace, and
yeah.
100x just said, let's start going for it. And
what if we played some rock?
Or has it? Rise had an opportunity with low boost, could have been a goal. That is the downside of playing quickly. You can be exposed down the other end for the counter attack. Extra double was huge from Justin. Sai is able to beat 1 more around the ball. Rise trying to transition back. Just Magic Bear, Justin popping it up. The pace I'm liking for 100x. It's caught Gen.G out for the first couple minutes.
Yeah, I think whatever was happening last game obviously is not working. You can't lose a game that convincing and think, all right, let's do it a couple more times. No guarantee that going faster is going to necessarily mean that they win. They're giving themselves some more chances. Sai, that's not going to drop towards the backboard. He doesn't have the time either. Rise is already heading towards him. But now Crispy goes ceiling, gets bumped for his trouble. Simas is trying to get into Magic Bear's face. Boost is just at a premium right now for both teams. Whoever is on the ball, usually 20 or less.
Even just hunting those demos on the backboard, though, 100x is rare, but Gen.G have a little look in, a little window. Still reinforcements arrive. Crispy finds a 50. Sai has been that man on the other side to try and scoop up possession. Has been faked by Justin, who pre-flips into an extra touch. Magic Bear right there. An awkward drift redirect was on. Couldn't find the connection. Simas, can he get to? No, it's still advantage 100x overall for this first few minutes.
They all caught each other off!
I apologize. They've just completely cursed them. Why is this open?
Well, they didn't want a single commit. They didn't double commit. They barely even triple commit. It's 1-0. And that is a real sucker punch.
It's just silly there. You can see Crispy going back corner. Thought Sai was rotating back post. He went for corner boost. He was in the other end. Just a goal out of nowhere. They had all the pressure, all the momentum, and they've given up a goal.
And for all the good that we just said, I'm going to not finish my sentence because I was about to say they haven't scored. They have now.
There we go. Off the post, thought maybe they're just cursed. Rise did enough for Seamas's shot. Not enough for Sire's. Magic Bear has just been stomped on in net to ensure the 1-1.
He will not be landing anytime soon. 1-1, 100 seconds left on the clock, and a little bit of something goofy here from the kickoffs. Rise is going to take his time, realizes they're not under any pressure. Off to the wall, past Sai, and I like the way that Sai played that so high. Just didn't really offer any options for Rise.
Sai just gets it to the wall. Probably has to follow it up himself. Going to be Crispy though. He does dust Rise to this ball off the corner now. See Magic Bear use his pre-flip, gets one, gets two. Seamas has to track back, has to buy time for Crispy. Is he back? He is. All he can do is pop it up though. Means there will be pressure here for Gen.G. Beautiful pass across. Magic Bear quick. Crispy even quicker there. Justin has to track back. Gen.G, I still think have been a little frazzled by the change of pace. That first goal could be huge, but Rise has one reset, has two resets. Sai with a huge pre-flip, just got enough on it.
I do think Gen.G have recovered and changed up the pace though.
Ooh.
That's, yeah, not really to anybody. Rise can control. First touch somewhat let him down. Magic Bear tried to leave it for Justin. Justin's on low boost. Seamas is definitely not. Oh, what's the first touch? It's not the greatest. Trying to recover the rest of the play. Magic Bear will be an option downfield. He's going to go for the player. Sai. Okay, be a bit happier that Magic Bear actually gave up on that. So 20 seconds. And this is a pivotal moment in this series for 100X. They need this next goal.
Trying to figure out what Gen.G are doing right now. It feels like they've really just put the cue in the rack. Said take us to overtime. They're not really pushing hard at the moment. Do they get a chance here? There's the 50. Maybe one last attack. Magic Bear nice and close. Off the wall, low boost for 100X, but I don't think either team is really looking to score. Yeah, overtime is just what both teams accepted a long way out.
So a lot of individual plays as we get the double fake. Seamas, he tried to scoop under that with the flip. Magic Bear not quite first. Justin's got some time. He's got a Rise to aim at. Goes ceiling. Awkward for everybody but Crispy. Gets enough contact. And now he's past the second player. Goes for a couple of chain dashes. He's up past the third. Unfortunately, the Hydra keeps getting another head.
Just one more on it. Maybe a double here could be huge. Or the fake. Rise has been done. There's the goal. It's 1-1.
He got the polar opposite. Trying to get there. And the ball said, I don't want you anywhere near me. Magnetized the opposite way. And I don't know how Rise got that so wrong.
So good to see. We might have a series.
Gen.G have got to figure out, though, these bumps. Both goals that they conceded. One on Magic Bear, got stomped on the goal line. Obviously, Rise was trying to avoid being bumped or demoed whilst he was on the backboard. There's something about that chasing bump that they do not like at the moment. As Justin has to leave it. Magic Bear, first touch was just a little bit too heavy. And Crispy does well to get rid of it. And I've got to say, Crispy has recovered phenomenally because he did not look good at all in game one.
Looking comfortable. And the question marks weren't really on Gen.G. It was on 100X in terms of experience at this stage on LAN as well. Here live, completely different environment, different online play. You're not comfortable. As there's a 50, beautiful save from Sai. This has been all Gen.G for the first 45. But 100X growing in confidence. That first win is huge. I feel like they're right in this.
Oh, Seamas went expecting that 100 boost to turn up. Sai infield, only to Justin. Justin looking for Rise. Rise says he wants to stretch a limo if he's going to get to that in the future. As Crispy's not quite going to get there, but Magic Bear did have to change his angle a little bit. 1 minute down. No goals yet to speak of as Crispy powers the ball away.
That was huge. He was the only one with 100 boost for 100X. Able to clear the ball by time for his teammates. A lot of pre-jump, still a lot of confidence. Sai's just throwing himself. Finds the bump too. Low 50, Magic Bear low boost. They're all just backing off this ball and looking to steal corners, but it's left side a 1-on-1. Justin wants the low 50. Rise was too close. He tried to find a bump on the man in behind. Maybe an opportunity gone awry there for Gen.G.
Yeah, just try to kill that straight towards him. Gonna pull that awkwardly. Crispy wants to go low. Gets to challenge. Simas is now gone. He's turned into a scrap heap. Right, with options. He's found his option. Magic Bear, I don't know how on earth that was read. But somebody had an eye on him. And thank goodness they did, otherwise that one was going in.
Rise can get a bump. It'd be huge if he finds a bump. It would have been an opening. I don't think Magic Bear really fully committed. Still finds a pop over the top. Free backboard. And the fake from Justin. 1-0.
Well, they had to beat them 3 different times. Magic Bear, you would have expected first time shot, realized that just a little bit too late. That's unbelievable from Justin. Full confidence. I love that. Satellite, yet again, on the fist bump.
And a little good job thrown across to Magic Bear, who was able to just pop it over the top. 1-0, but that was the scoreline. That was the script of game 2. We know how that finished. Rise. Oh, the Barms side has to do a lot here. Able to find the safety of the corner. He was the only man left in a 1v3. So here is Crispy. He wants to take a little bit of space. Instant challenge from Rise. Magic Bear dropping down to that man again. Can he find the wedge on net off the post? Anybody home? Oh. It's the post to help out. Still in big trouble, 100X. It is flirting with the net that won't find the back of it.
Justin to Magic Bear. Realizes he's not going to get it. I don't think Crispy got the reset though, so he's got to try and pass it off. Simas still jumped. So a very, very brave jump in, but makes contact. His team will be back in position. 2 minutes on the clock. Simas. Bit of time, bit of space. Not quite enough though. But now we have flipped to the opposite side. It was all 100X. They might have to defend for a bit longer.
Yeah, this is where you want Gen.G to just keep playing aggressive. They don't look good when they're sitting in net. We saw that last game, where they were pretty content with a 1-1 scoreline. Minute 45. They do have the lead this time. That is different. Minute 40. Magic Bear, reset, looking for the pass. Rise opts for boost instead of being in position. Knew he was getting bumped. Justin looking for the close catch. He turns that into a reset. Doesn't get the dunk he wants. Gen.G still in a great spot. They're setting up well.
Rise got to a bit late. Oh, Simas is low. But he decides to do well here because he's all by himself as the cavalry does arrive. Crispy, 0 boost, 0 worries. But Gen.G are turning the screw right now. They've been the faster of the 2 teams. Justin, bumped for his troubles. Simas, you would have expected him to get wiped out there. Instead, he wasn't. Who's he left it for? Backboard! Magic Bear does get there!
Watch here, that was on 2. That was really on. 1 minute left. Still, Gen.G with the pressure. Little chances, little glimpses here for 100X. One more goal at spell game. Whereas Rise does find the bump. Magic Bear right in, delays the flip. It's just wide open. There was only 1 man left. That could be it.
Yeah, you just about see it. Size playing the pass. Decided to delay his rotation back, and the moment Crispy was bumped, that play was completely done. So Gen.G, when they're in the lead, they look comfortable.
They just got to get there. 2-0. Done well to answer back after 100X really just changed things up. Now 40 seconds, still time, and they're still playing with confidence, 100X, but Gen.G very solid. Rise as well, just piecing them apart, recognizing the gaps, recognizing the last man being exposed. Simas is pretty confident in his positioning. Crispy scoops up that mid boost, looks for the infield. Infield man has been removed. That might be the last attack they'll get.
I like for the majority of 100X's attempts at infield, as there's the third to add. 100X have tried, I think, 4 or 5 different infields. They've never actually had somebody available to pass the ball to. So there's an automatic, there's the muscle memory of these infields, but they don't quite seemingly have that chemistry to have somebody available for it.
Yeah, as you said, Gen.G have been pretty comfortable covering those pass plays. They've looked the deadliest, Shogun, when they have gone for the solo into a bump, or perhaps leaving the ball, finding a bump, exposing the fact that Gen.G are happy to sit in that. But the pass play is not quite working. This is a great response from Gen.G. Very similar to game 1. Dominated from the outset. 2-1. Grab the lead back.
Now it's decision time. You don't have a coach to call it for you.
Trying to play that, you know, just playing solid. It's kind of a boring word, but it is very important on LAN. But they do have some superstar potential. You've got Magic Bear. You've got Justin. We know what he's done for 6-7 years now. Let's see if 100X can surprise again in game 4.
And the stakes in this series are so big as well. Not only just to qualify for the semi-finals, for the kickoff tournament, but because NRG are waiting in the wings. And you do not want to be the first teams that, if the, you know, we've seen obviously World Championship teams fall off before, but you'd expect Gen.G to start clawing their way back into those top 4 spots in the region. You don't want to be the first one up on that list of who loses that spot.
It's an opportunity you can't afford to waste right here, particularly for Gen.G. They're the team that knocked out NRG, the reason that they're not here in Copenhagen. So they want to get as far as possible into this open one to secure as many points, get a gap on the world champs who are really, well, I think they've learned their lesson. They're going to be motoring in open 2 and 3 to get right up the rankings.
Crispy doesn't get demoed. Rise might be asking a little bit on that, and then he might be asking Justin, what were you trying to do with that one? Bounces out, Simas. Well, you already know where he's going. You can, oh, Crispy, right, let's not get game 1 Crispy back. I like game 2 Crispy.
Yeah, game 1 Crispy is a lot different, which is not what you want to see for a 100x35 fan. Here's a bit of space for Sai. He wants the reset. Can he find a 50? He can. Up, down, Magic Bear first on the scene. Over the top, he's got a one-on-one with Simas. Does he go the reset? He just watches it into the back of the net.
Yeah, the moment he doesn't jump, it's time to go high 50. Magic Bear sets the rules, sets the table, scores the goal, and Gen.G are 50-50ing their way through to a semi-final.
You could just see the Bear. He was feeling him out in the air, wasn't he? He said, am I going to give you the reset? No, I'm just going to squash it home.
I think there's a bit of a tell as well regarding the boost totals available, as there's another bump. It's just clean. It's fundamental Rocket League, and it's working so well.
Gen.G have realized that they are leaving one man back time and time again. They're playing a riskier playstyle. They're trying to play a quick offensive playstyle, 100x35. But if you do get bumped as third man, it's in the back of the net.
And it's been the way for Gen.G. Blink, and suddenly they've got a multi-goal lead. Simas just popped too far away from him. How's that boost looking? Looking for the Psycho? I suppose the name does certainly fit.
That one's more of the safe code. It's into the corner.
Yeah.
It's not trying to score it. It's just making sure you do connect with the ball. But 100x35 definitely lost control of this one so far. Crispy low boost. This might be a nice chance if the bump comes through. Those bumps, though, that we did see in Game 2 Shogun, they're not landing as consistently as we saw before, and the space in the midfield only growing for Gen.G.
Well, what's almost really annoying is that them finding that strategy and succeeding with it seems to have also reminded Gen.G that that's a strategy available. Gen.G are doing the same thing back to them, and they're doing it better at the moment. Rise, back corner Barry. See what the Diaz special can be. I think he's got a pre-jumper to his right.
He got to the halfway line, but that's where I struggle as well. I don't know how Diaz has 200 boost. That's about as far as anyone else can get, it seems. There's the pre-flip, not on net, parry across.
You haven't seen C2 1v1, mate. They've got that on lock.
Yeah, there's something special about the Champ 2 players. Give us a 1 in chat if you fit that category. Just an absolute superstar.
Just know I dislike you already.
A superstar in ranked. Yeah, if you should be here, let us know. I believe those Champ 2s are very impressive at the game. They'll let you know about it too. Here we go. 2-0, 2 minutes left. Sounds nice and looks nice for Gen.G.
I'm disagreeing with the amount of these people I'm seeing, by the way. No, there's not that many of you.
I
refuse.
There's a lot of
fantastic passing play. It's open. It's 3-0. Gen.G are walking to the semi-finals at the moment.
It's too easy. It's a little 1-2. 1-2-3. Rise to join in. It was a 3v0 in the end. And maybe that game 2 now is just a blip on the radar. We'd expect a timeout. They've completely lost control. So much momentum, so much confidence for the favourites.
Magic Bear on his way. He wasn't even aiming for the ball, I don't think. He wanted the player. That's Rise looking again. Man, it works so well in game 2, but Gen.G have taken it personally, these bumps and demos. They're looking for the receipt all the time. As that was a fantastic infield pass from the wrong player.
Against the runner play here completely. It was just a nice 50. You can see the infield as well, the high rotation, high positioning coming through.
Magic Bear. Honestly, couldn't have hit it better.
And they're just ready for it in the end. So they've given themselves a little snip. Minute 17, still time. Certainly not out of it, but still feels like it's trending in the wrong direction for them.
Yeah, they have to try and take some advantage of that as, oh, it's another 50. Gen.G do not go for the outplay. The one time they go for the outplay, I guarantee you it's going to work.
It's 4-1 now, just completely shutting down any...
I understand, I understand, Sai. It bounced a bit too high. All right, I'm not that tall either. I can't quite get to it.
There's a few people, I think those Champ 1s right now are telling us that they would have absolutely saved that, so...
I can guarantee you wouldn't.
Crispy, with a minute left, just trying to wrangle back a bit of momentum. They nearly got it. CMAS has been blocked. That's a nice infield. Just a little bit close, though, a little tight for the shot, potentially. Gen.G have taken the foot off the gas. They will get one more. Oh, will they? Justin through top across. Oh, Magic Bear. Imagine if it was 1-1. Oh, they're in the lead by a goal. Unfortunately, they're 3 goals up. It's game over. The saves are still beautiful, though.
Crispy, double reset. Magic Bear not only gets it, but gets in the way of the second flip. Now rise, low, another bump, of course there is. Magic Bear, a bump, of course there is. A goal, of course there is.
They just hit overdrive. They found a gear that I don't think 100x35 have at the moment. Cyan, all sorts. Magic Bear cleans him up. And Justin pops it off the bar, home for the 5th on the board.
Just let's rewind this all the way to the moment where Magic Bear got stomped on the backboard. Maybe, okay, the post does save them, but nothing saving 100x from the wrath of Gen.G. These boys have come to play, and they will be on triple match points. As we have seen throughout this tournament, triple match point, quadruple match point. Hasn't been the safest, but it would be, well, the greatest timeout ever called by a coach. And there's not a coach to call it.
I think Crispy needs to say, you see that pass? That's what we need to be doing down the other end. Maybe they don't even need a timeout. I mean, the aggression, the problem is it hasn't...
Don't annoy Gen.G even more!
I understand what I'm saying now. The bumps haven't quite worked out. They've been a little bit too aggressive, exposing their third man, but we'll see if Game 5 changes the story. A double kickoff is what I like to see from the fellas.
Now, where's the follow? It just doesn't get there in time. They need this goal, and they need it big. Sai tries to provide. Gets past one player, unfortunately 2 more heads to the Dragon. Drop down pass to Rise. That was very well read there from Sai. Saw in game 2 especially, the pace was up significantly from 100x. They've got a player on the way. Crispy realizes he's going to get dusted to it. But the main thing they've got to worry about right now is leaving their third man exposed.
Yeah.
They have got the target painted on them.
Yeah, and I think that target, I'm looking at it as well. They're pretty nervous about the wrath of their coach. Oh, there it is. It's just, forget about your timeouts. I think Gen.G are just a class above. It's 1-0, and it's the super import Rise.
It's a great read as well from Justin on the infield. CMAS jump onto the backboard, preparing for something maybe a little bit easier. Justin's been around for far too long. He doesn't give you easy. He gives you the infield, and they've got 2!
He's an absolute globetrotter, and he's looking pretty comfortable in North America. A brace in perhaps the final game of the series, perhaps the final game of this quarterfinal. 50 seconds in, Gen.G ain't worried about a timeout at all.
They've gone for a kickoff strategy of their own. 0 boost. They've got Magic Bear to play against, and Rise is already back. Rise is a bit awkward, so that's Magic Bear for a bit of help, and Magic Bear happy to provide. What do you do from here? Backboard, flip, back up. You might have to go again. Sai looking for the infield. He's got the player. You've got to go, and Crispy with the 18 boost could not convince himself to do so.
Do you commit? That's the problem, Shogun. You said you don't want to leave third man exposed, but the second man has to. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't in that situation. Does he want to push up? Is he going to be too aggressive? Well, I think when you're down 2 goals in perhaps the final game here of your entire Copenhagen trip, you should be aggressive, push forward. Minute 30 gone, still a lot of time here, but they have not looked likely for a couple of games now.
And 100x are getting 0 success from the air dribbles. Every time, first man, first player set. They even got to try and make the life easier for the next one. Oh, as they try the skim, Crispy's there! Now that had some sauce on it.
Hey, the skim would have been unbelievable, but the fake is just as good. Into the back of the net. Great play, Sai setting up Crispy. and they are going absolutely crazy on the face cams.
Give them some time.
Oh.
Give them some time. If this gets to the Champions Field, I guarantee you, they would be going crazy on the face cam. It's a long way away, but Sai's so close. Rouse the woodwork. 3 minutes left. 1 goal is a difference.
Could have completely changed the game. This still caught the quick double. Huge save from Justin. Gen.G looked like they'd just been caught out all of a sudden. I think they were booking their tickets into the semi-final. Not just yet. Still more than half a game here. They found their first, and it was a pretty nice goal in the end. And nearly found 2 just as quickly. They have found the orange side of the pitch.
Yeah, Manchester City will tell you, do not get too far ahead of yourselves. That's unbelievable from Rise, and he might take this even further. Just misjumped the bounce a little bit. But you can see how uncomfortable this is for 100x, especially on the third man. They have to keep moving. They can't settle down. They're having to play it from worse positions. There's even more bumps coming through. Nobody to follow it. And now Simas is against the outplay. Magic Bear reset over the top. And it's in.
I think it's the golden rule against Gen.G. Do not let the bear take on your last man, because he just keeps on delivering. Another solo goal, another 1v1 executed perfectly. They're 2 goal gaps back.
Justin gonna take it down. Wants the 50, gets the 50. This is the corner now for Crispy. Doesn't have the boost. Instead, it's a pass out to Rise. Not the best first touch from him. Simas out to Justin. Power clear. As Magic Bear just threatening. And the threat is enough at the moment. Just over 100 seconds left. And the lead has got even bigger. Justin with a worldie.
You could just see 100x35 in no man's land because a world champ says the top left corner's looking real tasty right now. It's 4-1 once again, and the series score is looking a whole lot like 4-1 at the moment.
Gen.G are looking so good, as Justin wants to add even more to it. And this is a team that, all right, maybe we can question, how are they going to play when they're behind? How are they going to play against a team that maybe can match their pace? But the game plan itself looks so good. Justin's already on the way up, back corner pass, Magic Bear's waiting for it, realizes not challenged. Good decision making, maybe not quite the best execution, and well, if Magic Bear's not going to make contact, 100x will punish them.
That was a nice execution indeed. Magic Bear just couldn't get an extra touch on the ball. You can see Rise doing donuts in net. Sai will take that free shot every day of the week. Nice placement, minute 8. Still time.
Need something from the kickoff. They choose for the back right loss. As that's out to Justin, and Sai doesn't get there, doesn't need to. Looking for a 50, out to Simas. Tries to play over the top, he's getting chased down for a demo. He's got a player to beat. As Justin low, plays it straight to the corner, where another blue car is waiting for him.
Yeah, we're going to be aggressive. It's right now, 100x35. Can they find the bump? Crispy with the land, maybe one more pop. Justin out of nowhere, out of the blind spot. Saving the Gen.G defense. Just over 30 seconds, they still need 2. There's the pass, the pre-jumps are coming through. The fakes are popping as well. It's a 3-man offense for 100x35, no. But the chemistry ain't there.
Yeah, Sai was at least on the way back. They've still got time for this, but Magic Bear offers it up to Simas again. Now Crispy gets it. A couple of very wayward touches there from Gen.G. And Simas a bit heavy on the back pass.
That's a clear. That's not a back pass. He's completely lost all pressure. And 100x35 have completely lost the hold of this series because Gen.G Mobile 1 Racing have a date with Space Station Gaming, the North American Open 1 semi-final, Shogun.
And they've done it in some style.
That's right, we got Rise here with me. He's been all around the world, and today he's looking to set a record. CRR could have done this yesterday to potentially be the first player to win a regional in 3 different regions. Is that at the back of your head, the front of your head, anywhere?
No, it's in my head somewhere, but
yeah.
It's not a focus. You know, it's something that I could make a record today, break a record, but
right.
It's not something I'm.
Yeah, if you think about it too much, then you're not focused on the game anymore.
Myself. I'll just be
exactly.
thinking about the record.
Anyways, you didn't look nerfed in this. You guys all looked great coming into this new squad because you've been around the world. Was there experience you could bring in from the other regions as well, or do you feel like regionally, it doesn't matter as much that experience you're getting.
No, of course, because I've played with some of the best players in the world, and it's something that you take a little bit from everyone, and you learn from everyone. And I think it's something that I'm learning from these guys, they're learning from me. So it's just like it's a process.
I was going to say, your approach then joining a team, are you in there right away trying to say, hey, here's the things I've learned, let me share it with you? Or are you immediately trying to pull from them and seeing what you can get out of them? Like, what's your first step?
It's mutual. It's something that I'm learning from them. It's a process. We're learning from each other, and it's something we can all benefit from, I think, and including Greg, including Kev. Like we all sort of pool our ideas together and pick and choose which ones we want.
Like pull it out of a hat and see what comes out today?
Not exactly a hat, but sort of.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned, I think, in the video we saw at the top of day, I want to get your thoughts now in person. You get to sit beside Justin, a player you said you looked up to, and I think so many people did too, and it's kind of surreal. Is this sinking in now that you get to sit beside Justin, and of course, Magic Bear, phenomenal player too, but having your idol beside you has got to be really cool.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm very happy that I get to team with Justin. As you said, I watched him a lot on the come up, and even when I wasn't even trying to be a pro, I just loved watching his videos, watching his streams, like his clips. So playing alongside him is a dream, and the same with MB.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, again, the whole squad is good. I don't want to take much more of your time here, so I'm going to let you get back to the squad. Celebrate this win, but focus on the next. You got SSG coming up soon, so good luck.
Appreciate it, Leaf. Thank you.